Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miami Heat icon reveals the one big reason why Bam Adebayo keeps getting overlooked for the DPOY trophy. Miami Heat legend Udonis Haslem is puzzled as to why Bam Adebayo hasn't won the Defensive Player of the Year award in his career, despite having a reputation as one of the NBA's most versatile defenders. In the most recent episode of the OG's podcast, Shane Battier chimed in with why it is so, saying that the league tends to be biased against players who are great in one-on-one defense. People don't get credit for being able to bone up because you can't be that physical anymore, right? So if you say, well, he's a one-on-one defender, you really can't stop anybody anymore and you don't get credit for that. Battier said. I give Bam all the credit in the world for being able to do what he does without allowing him to really use his strength and his speed. But we can see Wemby, Chet, and all these shot blockers. Well, they're affecting shots, so that's great defense. It's a matter of perception, he concluded. To his credit, Bam Adebayo finished third in voting for this season's NBA Defensive Player of the Year award. Bam Adebayo is also named to the All-Defensive First Team for the first time in his career, joining Alonzo Mourning, 1998-99 and 1999-2000, and LeBron James, 2010-11, 2011-12, and 2012-13, as the only players in Miami Heat history to achieve such feat. Bam Adebayo is expected to sign a new lucrative extension with the Miami Heat soon, but he could have been eligible for a bigger payday if he was named to the 2024 All-NBA teams. If he made it to the cut, Adebayo was due for a 4-year, $245 million extension this offseason. Instead, he will be qualified for a 3-year contract worth $165 million. The 26-year-old center is coming off a solid campaign for the Miami Heat, appearing in 71 regular season games, averaging 19.3 points, a team-high 10.4 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 1.1 steals per contest on 52.1% shooting from the field. Miami Heat's Jaime Jaquez Jr. adds another accolade to his already successful rookie season. Making your debut in the best basketball league in the world is no easy task. Shining during your rookie season is even more difficult, but Mexican-American Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s fantastic year with the Miami Heat is a good example of making it possible. After spending 4 years with the UCLA Bruins, Jaquez was drafted by the Heat in the first round of the 2023 NBA Draft, and the Mexican-American repaid the trust shown by the Heat front office with one of the best rookie seasons in franchise history. Jaquez Jr. averaged almost 12 points per game and quickly became one of the most important players in Erik Spoelstra's scheme. He earned 2 Rookie of the Month awards in November and December of 2023 and set multiple records for players of Mexican descent in the NBA. Jaquez is now the holder for most points in a regular season and playoff game by a player of Mexican descent, and he just added another accolade to his already successful season after earning a spot in this year's All-Rookie First Team. Jaquez might be the first Mexican-American to do so, but not the first Latino. 3 Dominicans and 1 Argentine have done it in the past. In 2006, Dominican-American Charlie Villanueva earned a spot in the league's rookie team thanks to averages of 13 PPG and 6.1 RPG. Villanueva was one of the best players of his class despite the Toronto Raptors' losing record. He finished the 2005-2006 season ranking second among rookies in points and rebounds, and third in minutes and blocked shots. He also tallied 12 double-doubles and set the Raptors' rookie records for points, 48, and rebounds, 18, in a game. The next Latino to earn a spot among all the best rookies of the year was Al Horford in 2008. Best Russel Westbrook destinations if he leaves Clippers. This is a big offseason for the Los Angeles Clippers. After falling short yet again in the first round of the playoffs against the Dallas Mavericks, changes could be on the horizon. A number of their stars are poised to or can become free agents this summer. That list includes Paul George, James Harden and Russell Westbrook. There is a scenario where the Clippers lose all three of them. Westbrook, in particular, could find a new home with the Miami Heat or Chicago Bulls if he were to leave as a free agent. The Clippers absolutely cannot lose these players for nothing. They have a new arena they are about to embark on next season. In addition, they owe their next 4 draft picks to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Clippers have to do their best to run this group back and keep a competitive team together. But that isn't a certainty. If that doesn't happen, it will be worth watching to see where Westbrook and the rest of those guys land. It seems like the Miami Heat have always had their eyes on Westbrook. Back in 2019 when the Thunder dealt George to the Clippers and eventually sent Westbrook to Houston, there were rumors and a discussion as to whether or not Miami should try to snag the former MVP out of Oklahoma City. That never happened, but perhaps a union would make sense this time around. Westbrook's tenacity on the floor has always seemed as if it would fit well within Heat culture. That especially seems like the case now that he has embraced a role off the bench in his last 2 stops with the Los Angeles Lakers and Clippers. After Miami dealt Kyle Lowry to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Terry Rozier, the Heat could use a veteran hand off the bench like Westbrook. His fit would be tricky next to Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo since neither of them are reliable volume 3-point shooters. But Miami's guard depth after Rozier and Tyler Herro isn't very robust. And they always find a way to maximize every player on their roster. That's what Eric Spoelstra does. He can do the same with Westbrook. If Westbrook wants familiar surroundings, he could find it in Chicago. He thrived under the tutelage of Billy Donovan, the current head coach of the Bulls, while both were in Oklahoma City. That familiarity could help the transition be much more smooth in the Windy City than it would be potentially elsewhere. This would be a very on-brand move for the Bulls. This franchise is stuck in the middle of the NBA without any real plan or desire to get out. They should be hatching an escape plan from this team that has lost in the play-in each of the last 2 seasons. The path to do so is there with DeMar DeRozan slated to become a free agent in the summertime. But until Chicago actually makes the leap of faith to begin the rebuild, it can't be assumed that they plan to go that route. If they want to stick around the middle of the league, Westbrook can help them do that. He can sell tickets and provide a jolt of energy off the bench for them. The Bulls don't exactly need guards. If DeRozan returns, then they'll have him, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, and Ayo Dosunmu. That's a good group. But Westbrook can be a cheaper alternative to DeRozan in free agency without putting a significant dent in Chicago's win total. This pairing may not seem likely, but it could make some sense in the proper context. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Russell Westbrook? Leave your opinion in the comments.